Never take no for an answer. Never take no for an answer. Never take no for an answer when a yes is still possible. Hey there, it's your coach, Kevin Ward, the founder of Yes Masters Real Estate Success Training, helping you get more yeses and more successes in your business and in your life. And in today's video, we're going to talk about five strategies, 5 ways that you can get more yeses and not have to ever take no for an answer. Number 1, very, very simple. Always expect yes. If you've been watching my YouTube videos for a long time, I say this over and over again. Always expect yes. What you expect matters because your expectation determines your attitude. It's your belief. It's your story of they need me. This person is going to say yes to me. When I expect a yes, my energy says I'm a yes person. When I expect a no, my energy says, please don't reject me. Oh no, please don't say no. Or I know you're going to say no. And that energy comes out in your conversation. Always expect people like me. People want to work with me. People are going to talk to me. They're going to be respectful and they're going to say yes. Now, does that mean if you've got the right story mindset, if you've got the right skills and the right scripts, because all of that matters. What you say matters, how you say it matters, and what you expect, all that matters. Now, with that, does that mean you're going to always get a yes? No, it doesn't. Sorry to break it to you, that's reality. So what do you do when I get a no? Well, I'm not going to accept that no. So here we go. Number 2 is affirm their no without resistance, which means when I contact somebody, I'm in a conversation and I ask them a question like, so I noticed your property came up on the MLS that the listing had expired. The house is off the market. When are you planning to interview agents again for the job of actually getting it sold? And they go, no, we're not. So we're just going to take your house off the market. Got it. So instead of going like, you're taking your house off the market, why are you doing that? Instead of going into resistance and resisting their answers, go like, oh, got it. So right now you're just thinking about taking your house off the market. Got it. Now what did I just do? I affirmed their no. I accepted their no without resisting their no. So I accepted it. I'm like, okay. So right now you're just thinking about taking it off the market. Makes total sense. All right. But I did one other thing that I want you just to realize, and that is that in affirming their no, the way you make it non-resistant is I reframed their no from an absolute to a possible option. So they said, no, we're decided not to sell. We're taking it off the market. So I did not say, oh, so you decided not to sell and you're taking it off the market. Because then I would be affirming their absolute. But what I'm going to do is reframe it. So got it. So right now, you're just thinking about taking your house off the market and not selling right now. Got it. So I'm reframing it from an absolute no to a, well, right now you're leaning towards saying, no, I'm not going to sell my house right now. Okay. And then after that, it lets me move to the next part of the conversation. So I take the no, accept it, no resistance. I get it. I hear it. So right now, the plan is we're not going to sell the house. Okay. Oh, we're getting just bombarded by agents. We're sick and tired of getting bombarded by agents. I'm not going to resist that. And I'm not going to go like, you're getting that many calls? Oh, well, it's a good thing I called in, or, like, here I am. I'm what you've been looking for. I'm not like all those other agents. Because when you do that, it's like they feel like you're resisting their no. So like, you guys are coming out of the woodworks. Everybody's calling me today. What are you guys calling me today? When I had my house on the market, you never called me. And you're like, so you're getting hammered with all these realtors coming out of the woodworks. I get it. I know how frustrating that could be. Okay, so I'm accepting their resistance as going like, that totally makes sense. So I'm affirming their no, I'm affirming their resistance, but I'm not taking it on the chin and I'm not pushing back against it. I'm accepting it. Okay, now, one thing to just say here, when I talk about affirming their no without resistance, no BS and no false promises. So when I say, so right now you're thinking about taking your house. If I brought you a cash offer today, would you still sell? Now, unless you have a cash offer you're ready to bring, that's BS. That's a bait and switch tactic, false promises. All that does is upset people, turns people off, and it just loses your credibility. They don't want it, you don't need it. Okay? So number one, always expect yes. Number two, affirm their no without resistance and just reframe it from an absolute to a possibility. And then number three is now I want to adjust my conversation and ask again. So instead of going back to like, so you're not going to sell, you don't want to sell, you should sell. So I'm going to go like, I accept it. And so then the conversation would go like, some of this, my scripts are all in the Book of Yes. You can go to thebookofyes.com, get a free copy of my best real estate scripts that have made me millions of dollars and have made countless real estate agents tons of money. Okay, so the next part of the conversation, so right now you're thinking about not selling, got it. So let me ask this, if you had sold the property, where were you thinking about going originally? What was your original ideal outcome? So now I'm just adjusting it from trying to talk them into selling to just saying, hey, look, if it had worked out, what was the plan? What was their motivation? Because motivation is your key. Motivation is my hook. Motivation is my leverage in a relationship because I need to know what they want that justifies continuing this conversation. Okay, so if it had sold, where are you planning to go next? Now, I'm not interrogating them. I'm just curious. Like, because look, this has got to be frustrating for you, and I'm just trying to figure out a way to help you get what you want, because it would be it's such a waste for them to have had their house on the market for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 months and it not sell, and then they end up not selling. Like, what a waste. So what if we could help turn that lost time into a victory? So I'm just like, what can I do? So if it had sold, what was your ideal outcome? What was the original plan? What were you wanting to have happen? Got it. So let me ask you this. If you knew for sure you could make that happen in the next 30 days, sell your property and get to where you want to go, get to Miami or whatever, in the next 30 days, get your house sold for top dollar. Is that something you'd still be excited about? So now I've adjusted, I've asked, so what was the original plan, looking for motivation, and then once I find it, is going to the next conversation of now I'm going to ask again. If you could get it sold, now I didn't say if I could get it sold. I'm not bringing me into the equation yet. I'm saying if you could get it sold, is that something you'd still be excited about? Then once they say yes to that, great. So if I could help you make that happen, that would be okay with you, right? If you knew guaranteed we could make that happen. Well, can you guarantee that? Absolutely. Wouldn't it be a good time for us to get together and talk about it? So adjust and ask again. That's the third step. All right. Number 4. Let's say that you try all the different parts of the script. They say no, you juke, you jive, you adjust, you repeat and affirm. You're trying every way you can to get a connection. They're still like, you know what? No, I'm just not interested in this conversation right now. Okay. So now we're down to, I'm not going to get a yes. What do you do next? Accept the no only as temporary. Accept the no only as a temporary, not a permanent no. Like, okay, right now they're getting a no. Look, how many of you would have not got a girlfriend or boyfriend that you've had if you had taken a no as a final answer? If you had taken no for an answer, many of the relationships that you have been in or are in now, you would not have happened because the first time you asked, they said no. Right? So accept the no, but only accept it as temporary. This game ain't over yet. Okay? Because if I can't get past the resistance now, it's like, okay, I'm going to graciously accept the temporary defeat and I'm going to go to plan B. Accept it, but it's not over. Okay, I'm not going to tell them it's not over. I'm just accepting it in my own mind. It's like, okay, I'll accept it graciously. Well, listen, thank you so much for your time on the phone today. If I can help with anything, please feel free to let me know. And then I graciously let it go. But as soon as I get off the phone, I'm not letting it go. So the next thing is now I want to do step number 5, and that is appreciate them with a personal video. Appreciate them with a personal video. You want to follow up on that conversation with a personal video, a personal intro video, and then I'm going to follow up after that. So that means I get off the phone with them. I'm going to shoot them a quick video that says, hey, this is Kevin Ward at Yes Masters Realty. We just talked on the phone. I know you right now, you're thinking about just not selling. And so I just wanted to send you a quick video to introduce myself and let you know if there's anything I can do for you. I'm here to help you. I know it's kind of been a frustrating time for you having the house on the market and not selling. So anything I can do for you, please let me know. And then I am going to text them to their cell phone, that video. Okay, I'm going to send them that video. I can send it by, if I have to email it, I can email it. But if I've got their cell phone number, I want to be able to text them that video, and then I'm going to follow up with it. Now, a couple other ways you can follow up. If you don't have a cell phone number and so forth, a personal handwritten note. Personal handwritten note with a business card and your face. And if you can send them a link that sends them to your website where you can talk to them on video on your website, that's another way that you can appreciate them with a follow-up. Okay, handwritten note, and then you want to put them into your personal circle, what I call your personal circle vortex, into your personal circle nurture system. And then what are you going to do? I'm going to follow up with them. 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks later, I just want to touch base, see what you guys are thinking. I know you were pretty determined you were not going to sell it now. Just wanted to touch base, see if anything had changed. See if there's any questions you have, any information I can get for you to help. Okay, great. Hey, listen, did you get my email, or did you get my mailer that I sent out to you? So I can follow up with other things that I've done, the handwritten note, okay? Because if it's an expired, if it's a for sale by owner, you're either going to have a cell phone or you're going to have a physical address. And the key is never accept no as your final answer. Even if they say no now, I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. So always expect yes. Number 2, affirm their no without resistance. Okay, I get it. I'm going to reframe it, and then I'm going to adjust and ask again. Number 4, if I do have to accept a no, I'm going to accept no only as temporary. And then after I get that temporary no, I'm going to appreciate them with a follow-up, either a personal intro video. This is not a sales video. I'm not trying to hard sell them. I'm simply saying thank you for your time, and I'm giving them the respect of gratitude, which makes people, one of the most attractive emotions, feelings that you can get people to feel from you is when you express to them happiness and gratitude, and you do that with your follow-up. Okay, so I hope this video has been helpful for you. If it is, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you have questions or comments or want more on this, please put that in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel. You can go check me out at yesmasters.com if you want more training and my live training opportunities that are coming up. Play to win, and always expect yes.